Welcome to today's video where it is an extremely special occasion, honestly, man. I already know, of course, what the outcome of this show is, and I would have streamed it live. There was just a lot of stuff going on that unfortunately technical difficulties wouldn't allow me to stream live. But dude, basically my first ever alt group got their first win, and they just happened to be the last of my alt groups, I think, as well, to get their first win as well, which is just absolutely amazing. And yeah, look, I haven't watched obviously the announcement yet. I haven't watched the performance, so the encore that they did afterwards either, because I really wanted to obviously save that for you guys, because this is a really special thing, and I think that it's really cool that we get to enjoy it together instead. But yeah, regardless, man, I'll talk a little bit more about it after, of course, we've watched everything. But this entire situation is just completely dumbfounding. It's extremely pleasant. It's extremely emotional. It made me cry when I found out that they won. Yeah, there's a lot of things obviously that went through my head, and I can't wait to obviously go through them again with you guys. So look, let's just play the intro. Let's get straight into it in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Alright, now literally just as I was playing that and Dreamcatcher came up on the screen, I'm starting to like get tears in my eyes. But yeah, look, it's fucking exciting, man, to finally see this happening, because you know, it's been such a long time. It's literally been like 1900 days since Dreamcatcher debuted, and I'm pretty sure that makes them actually the longest girl group to get their first win. Like the one girl group that took the longest to get their first win. It's literally like just over 5 years, almost 5.5 years. I think it's like 5.25 years or something like that it took them to get this. And it's just been an absolute onslaught. Honestly, it's been an onslaught for them. It's been an onslaught for fans, for Insomnia as well. And we've been through highs, we've been through lows, so have they. And it's just been absolutely wild to obviously see how they've come out on top, and also to just see that this has actually happened too, of all times on this comeback, especially when I didn't want to get my hopes up either. But I always secretly hoped it, but I just didn't think it would happen. I didn't think it would happen, and I never was prepared for it, despite the fact that I always thought that I would be. But anyway, let's just get straight into it. So this is Dreamcatcher's Maison first win and full encore on Show Champion. Massive old like, full screen, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
4월 셋째 주 K-pop 테크닉의 종착지엔 누가 소개될까요?
이번 주 트로피를 차지한 주인공을 지금 확인합니다.
Let's go. So who we look at who we were up against, man. Like look at the roster here. Okay? Look at the roster here. We've got Big Bang. We've got Donkeys as well. Donkeys have been popping lately. We've got IVE. We've got Onyu from SHINee. And then Dreamcatcher. Like, isn't that just, like, as far as being a multi-stan is concerned, this is just such an incredible lineup, and one that I think anyone would consider just madly competitive. But the fact that they've been able to win in these conditions is just wild. Absolutely wild. Yo, I knew it to get me again. God damn it.
챔피언 드림캐쳐 축하드립니다. 계속해서 소감과
축하드립니다.
꼭 함께하세요.
그리고 다시 보고 싶은 쇼 챔피언 무대는 방송이 끝난 후 올더 K-pop 채널에서 만나보실 수 있으니까 잊지 말고
Why I'm crying again,
확인하세요.
man. I've already come to terms with what's gonna happen. I already know what's happened.
K-pop 팬들의 취향을 저격할
My
레전드
voice,
무대가
god damn
있는
it.
OS 뮤직 비더 K-pop 가정의 달에도 역시 쇼요일엔 땅콩민 잊지 마세요. 빠빠.
저희
빠빠.
사진 아까 제가 찍은 거 나만 잘 나왔지.
Damn, Moonbin looking fine. No. No.
네, 우선 우선 우리 이주원 대표님 그리고 동현본부장님, 민호 오빠, 필수 오빠, 그리고 우리 드림캐쳐 컴퍼니 가족분들 정말 너무 감사하고요.
No, bro.
그리고 하나 실장님, 지혜쌤, 은지쌤,
See,
혜진쌤, 다윤쌤,
I bet they
우리
wouldn't have
리리
expected it either.
친구분들
Like,
너무너무 감사하고요. 그리고 올라운더님과 리즈님, 그리고 수연 언니, 기현 언니, 성찬이, 우리 댄서분들 너무너무 감사합니다. 그리고 우리
수아.
7명의 부모님,
땀이.
우리 멤버들 너무 고맙고
no, you please.
우리 소녀들 지치지 않고 저희
No.
응원해주셔서 너무 감사합니다.
No.
감사합니다. 진짜 우리
Oh my god, everyone's
정말
crybaby
정말
line today.
제일 너무 사랑하는 우리 인썸니아.
No.
인썸니아가
us. That's
있기
me.
때문에 우리가 있다는 거 평생 잊지 않고 우리 열심히 활동할게요. 라이브 어떡해?
You know what's even crazier about this?
감사합니다.
It's OT7, man. It's OT7, man. 숨이 막혀.
저 멀리 사라져만 가는 내 stay.
Flex your vocals, queen.
무너지는 이곳을
No. You can do it, you. You can do it.
더는 못 속여 달고 있어. 숲을 두고 햇빛을 따라가.
Damn, Xian.
깊숙이 자리를 잡은 그대. Break your heartbeat now. Send my home in the jungle. Send my home in the polar. 지켜내 나의 Maison.
Please someone fight for us. Oh man. Dude, they're killing this encore though.
지켜내 나의 Maison.
Please someone fight for us.
사람들은 다 하고 싶은 대로 해 진심 비운 껍데기뿐인 거 왜?
Bro, this is-
끈가 봐. 기다리다가 딱 봐도 보이지 않는 미래 후회할
Dude, how she still hit that? How she still hit that?
이상하게 답지 피부 없이 마치
Ah, this
말라가는
got me
양치
choked up, man. I feel congested. Ah, chills. Chills, man. Please someone fight for us. Ah,
Send my home in the desert. 지켜내 나의 Maison. Please someone fight for us. 어떡해 나 어떡해. 신바람을 타고
but like, how do I continue? How am I gonna sing? How do I keep singing? I'll talk later, man. I'll talk after. Oh, Kayan, please. Please someone fight for us. We fought for you. And we will continue. Sua going off. Ah. This is the winning part. La Maison, la Maison. La Maison. Damn.
home in the jungle Send my home in the polar
La Maison, la Maison.
Send my home in the ocean.
You know what, man?
Home in the desert.
I am just
Someone fight for us.
overwhelming amounts of proud.
너무 감사합니다. 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 와 노래 감사합니다. 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 와 노래 미치겠다 어떡해. 감사합니다. 너무 감사합니다.
Man.
감사합니다.
You know what the feeling is like for me it's really bittersweet in a way. You know, like for me, it's bittersweet because, you know, I'm so fucking happy. Like, I'm beyond stoked that they got it. I'm not even mad that it took them so long, but it makes me sad to think about how many times they've wanted this, but they haven't been able to get it. You know, like it makes me sad, or rather it makes me not sad per se, but it just makes me really proud thinking about like how much they wanted to get it. And despite the fact that they were probably knocked down and have probably cried about it and probably been really upset about it so many times before, got their hopes up probably even more than this on previous tracks, and the fact that they've been knocked down every single time but still continue to get up and make unapologetic music, and they continue to make their brand of music regardless of, you know, whatever the trend is or whatever, you know, whatever sound happens to be prominent or whatever concepts seem to be more popular or whatever. Like, they don't do that. You know, Dreamcatcher never make that type of music. They're not those type of artists. Neither did their company focus on that either. It's just like, this is finally the track that, regardless of MV views, regardless of everything else, it's finally the track that's not just well timed, because I mean, this is something people have been saying for a very long time, right? Like, oh, we need to time it. We need to time it perfectly. The comeback needs to be timed perfectly. I'm sorry, but this comeback could not have been timed any more poorly in terms of like competition, right? The point is, though, is that Dreamcatcher never needed, and they never do need in future, perfect timing. And let me say perfect timing, because it doesn't exist. They've gotten there on their own merits. They've gotten everything that they have so far, all the recognition, everything on their own merits. They have literally built a fandom from the ground up. I mean, so many groups do that, but you know, you look at, and this is nothing against other companies, because of course, you know, unfortunately, different companies and different groups, their situations are just all different. But like, you look at other companies, especially big three companies. You look at Hype. You know, a lot of these companies have very established reputations, and lots of people naturally watch out for them when they release new artists, and you know, when comebacks happen and all of that type of stuff. So there's already like a baseline level of attention. There's already like a bar that's been set as far as that type of stuff is concerned. But you know, the fact that Dreamcatcher, despite the fact that it's taken so long, the fact that they've been able to cultivate this type of audience, despite the fact that their music is so incredible, I can't even speak properly, despite the fact that their music deviates so much from the norm and what people traditionally consider as good, the fact that they have been able to get there on that alone, that's really just starting to show to me that there's changes happening within the K-pop industry, whether it be sound diversification, whether it be fans actually just starting to move to different types of sounds, whether it be just the fact that fans and international fans and all of this type of stuff is becoming more powerful and more prominent. I don't know. It's just indicative of the fact that there is a change underway now. Dreamcatcher getting their first win is actually a very monumental type of thing, not only just for Insomnia and not only just for, you know, Dreamcatcher fans or, you know, just casual fans or Dreamcatcher themselves, but it's literally monumental, because I think that when you've got a group that's making this type of music that could potentially start actually taking out music show wins from here on out with this style, they're essentially starting to sow these seeds that are going to blossom into a sound that is probably going to be widely appreciated throughout Korea, at least someday, right? At least someday. If there's a group that's been sowing these seeds and that's been planting them and very carefully tending to everything as far as this sound is concerned from the very beginning, it's Dreamcatcher. And dude, there's a reason that they are my first alt group. There's a reason that they are one of my favorite groups, just period, not only just within K-pop, but just they're one of my favorite acts, one of my favorite artists just in the world. It doesn't matter if we're restricting it to just Korean music or just all types of music. They are literally one of my favorite artists in the entire world to listen to, and they deserve absolutely everything. So look, I went through a lot of these thoughts a lot earlier. I apologize if it sounds like a rehearsed script or anything, but I've been thinking about this for so long. Like, I've thought about this so much, and really just had so many times where I'd hoped that I would be able to like sit here and give a spiel on like Dreamcatcher and why it is that they deserve everything and why it is that they should get the recognition. But today is the perfect day for it. Today is the perfect time, because I truly believe that. Like, I truly just believe that it's monumental what they're doing at the moment. It may be a blip on the radar for a lot of other people. It may not necessarily be something that's a really huge deal or anything like that, and people would most likely forget about it. But I honestly think that this is one of the pivotal moments within K-pop where we start to see things happen as a result of it as well. Whether it be just from Dreamcatcher themselves or whether other groups start to follow, it doesn't necessarily matter. I think that this sound is starting to become really special, and who knows, maybe it might even become a mainstream sound that other artists try and copy, or other companies try and latch onto. Let me just say this though, there will be no group, in my opinion, that will do this sound better than them, because as far as I'm concerned, they literally own the genre. But I'll just leave it with that. But anyway, I really just wanted to say, man, I absolutely adored this. I think that this was fucking awesome. I think that, just as far as their comeback is concerned, like, I still stand by exactly what I said when I reacted to it, and that is that honestly, this is one of my favorite songs of the year, but I think that this is my favorite title from them, period. This entire album, listen, is just, it's mental. It's absolutely mental. If you've listened to it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, we need more solos in K-pop albums. We need more full albums to begin with, but we need more solos from K-pop groups and their group members. We literally need that. The album is impeccable. The variety appearances that they've obviously started to land, and obviously do so early on in this comeback as well, is indicative of rising popularity. The fact that they have gone out and they've promoted the way that they have, not only just this time around, but for the last 5 years, and they've just done it. It's literally been like a war of attrition. It's just amazing. And I think that if you're watching this for the first time, if this is the first Dreamcatcher video that you stumble across, or the first video of mine that you stumble across, whatever, please go and check them out. I would urge you. I would beseech you. Is beseech the right word? Bequeath? What's the word? I don't know. I would strongly advise that you check out their music, because they are absolutely amazing. Their music is so special, and I swear to God, it's not just rock. They do so much more than that. They do literally everything, and I don't think that I can state that enough. I don't think I can overstate that enough. I don't even think that that's I think, if anything, that's actually an understatement. The fact that they can do everything is an understatement. But anyway, go and check them out. But I just really wanted to say, it was really special, obviously, being able to sit here on stream, of course, with you guys, and of course share this moment with you too. So I really just want to say thank you so much to those of you guys who obviously came along as well. It's always really fun to be able to go ahead and watch this type of stuff together, I think, but especially when it's something like Dreamcatcher, one, but also their first win, two, I just think is fucking awesome, and I really hope that they're able to get some more as well, not only for this comeback, but obviously going forward. And I think that they deserve to absolutely bask in all of the recognition that they're going to get as a result of this, and I really just hope that they're mega happy tonight. I know that they are. I know that they've said on VLive already that they used to be really sad that they didn't get wins and stuff previously, and they didn't expect anything of this one, so it came as a real shock. But I just hope that they get to continue riding this feeling, and they continue to obviously remember that they're loved, supported, appreciated, cared for, cherished, and of course necessary for K-pop, because I honestly feel like K-pop would be really fucking boring if Dreamcatcher went around. But anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Love and appreciate you guys as always. Of course, if you enjoyed the reaction and you'd like to check out more, obviously feel free to go ahead and hit that subscribe button too. I will be checking out Dreamcatcher's Weekly Idol at the end of this week, I think. I literally just had to replace my PC today, so I'll hopefully be able to do that at the end of this week. If not, it'll be sometime during next week. So of course, come and check that over on the Twitch. We'll be obviously streaming it live over here, but then after that, we'll be putting it over on Patreon, so do go and check it out over there too. But once again, love you guys, appreciate you all. Until next time, take care of yourselves, stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.